tobacco products. The use of tobacco products is the largest preventable cause of premature death. So I'm going to discuss about tobacco products and briefly about how I managed to stop using tobacco products. Now, tobacco products are very popular, right? I mean, if you have watched Avatar in the year 2010, if I'm not wrong, in Avatar, Sigourney Weaver's character, after she came out of the chamber, she asked for a smoke, right? Give me a smoke. Where's my smoke? Now, it's highly unlikely that an environmental scientist would ask for a smoke. Is a hardcore tobacco user. No, so tobacco products are very popular. They are found in Hollywood movies, and also if you are not a tobacco product user, you might be living with one and you might be inhaling the air in the same space that's shared by the tobacco user when he exhales the tobacco smoke. Or you might be thinking of experimenting with tobacco products. You're thinking to start using tobacco products. So now I want to talk about tobacco products. Now, what are tobacco products? Tobacco products are basically first appeared as cigars, and then because they found a way to make the tobacco smoke inhalable, it became cigarettes, and also tobacco products can be chewed. Now, 97% cigarettes is about 3-inch long, but 97% of the cigarette is actually full of 4,000. It contains 4,000 harmful chemicals that's known to us, and only 3% of the cigarette is nicotine. So then I will talk about the effects of tobacco usage. This is a data that is provided by World Health Organization that each year 5.4 million tobacco users die from tobacco usage. They die prematurely. That means if they have not used the tobacco products, they wouldn't have died prematurely. So what's the evidence for this? I mean, what's the evidence? Okay, so people can die from all sorts of causes, right? Accidents or suntanning or eating harmful fast food. But why do you want to target tobacco use? Now, the evidence for all this linkage to tobacco usage and death is found in lung cancer, because before the mass production of tobacco products, there was almost no known cases of lung cancer. Meaning, when in those days, decades ago, when lung cancer was discovered, right? When a physician or a doctor found out that there's lung cancer, they would have issue a circular and tell all other doctors, and they call the students, look, this is a case of lung cancer. Let's look at it, because lung cancer was so rare. And at about the time when the big tobacco companies are able to mass produce cigarettes, there was a spike in lung cancer, and you can almost find the lung cancer sufferers are almost always tobacco product users. So that's the evidence that links lung cancer with tobacco usage. Now, and tobacco usage is such a gradual killer, and so there's a huge lag of time between the years that you started using the product and you actually see the effects of the product. So now, this is a problem that I need to raise for tobacco users, that they think that, all right, I'm going to die, so be it. But the problem with this thinking is that you're going to die prematurely, you're going to die anyway. But you have to understand that using tobacco will actually accelerate the aging process. So you're going to have a very largely reduced quality of life. You're going to be having that smoker's cough, and so you're not this misunderstanding that you're just going to die anyway and my life is shortened, so be it. But actually, you are spending more time aging than a normal person would. So let's talk about the 3% that is found in the tobacco product. That 3% is the one that is addictive, and that 3% actually contains nicotine. So the effects of nicotine addiction, the strength of nicotine addiction is not dissimilar to using what's that, hard drugs, heroin or cocaine, right? Now, of course, the effects of heroin and cocaine is immediate; you can feel it, but the strength of the addiction is similar. So nicotine addiction is a widely established truth, widely established fact that nicotine is addictive. So that leads health science authorities and scientists and doctors to ask the question, so what can be done about it? They spend a lot of time thinking about this problem, that nicotine addiction is a problem. So what should we do about it? So why not since only 3% of the tobacco product is addictive and is what is and the 97% is the one that's causing that, why don't we just deliver nicotine directly to the nicotine dependent users? So they have this thing called NRT, their nicotine replacement therapy, NRT products. So they come in all shapes and sizes. It can be a patch, or they can be in the form of a chewing gum, or they can be in a form of inhaler. And the latest product is actually an electronic cigarette, which basically does the same thing. Electronic cigarettes the patent was filed in 2003 by a Chinese pharmacist. So what it does basically is also same as all most of the NRT products, is to deliver nicotine to the nicotine dependent user. So if each year, I mean, let's do a thought experiment here. If 20 years ago, right, I'm able to ask all tobacco users to switch to the NRT products, right? So each year, 5.4 million tobacco users, we would have mitigated the whole batch of 5.4 million tobacco users per year just by switching to the NRT products. And they would not have died from inhaling the 4,000 known harmful chemicals that kill them in a tobacco product. So NRT actually addresses the tobacco issue, right? But still, as long as they are nicotine dependent, they will still have to use the NRT products. So NRT products do not actually address the nicotine addiction problem. So how did I wean myself off? How did I get off using tobacco products? How did I get rid of my nicotine addiction? I use this product. The best thing about this product is absolutely free. It's called cold turkey. So I actually went cold turkey. I actually went dropped off the cliff. I didn't touch a cigarette. But what led me to that point was that when I was the younger version of me, we are all carefree and we think that we live forever. The younger version of me reasoned that the older version of me in the future will be very risk adverse because we are nearing death, and we'll be thinking of, oh, my kids might be growing up, So we're risk adverse. We want to, and you ask any people who have quit using tobacco products in their 50s and 60s, you ask them, why did you quit? Because I want to reduce my health risk. So I reasoned that when I reach 55 or 60, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to be fearful of dying. Right? So I'm probably going to quit. I've already smoked for so long. I've done all that there is to be done in smoking, right? I've smoked about 8 years. So I think I'm going to. I know I saw all the health risk and I was worried. So I think I'm going to quit. So I decided I'm just going to quit, right? Why don't I reap all the benefits now, when I'm about 30, until then, all the benefits of a healthy life without having to die prematurely from tobacco usage. So I dropped off, and I did not touch a cigarette. But the thing that coincided with this was that I fell sick right after I stopped smoking. I do not know if there's a linkage between these two, but that falling sick helped me deal with all the withdrawal symptoms that comes with nicotine withdrawal, symptoms. So I have never been more sick in my life. I was having fever. I was having flu. I just could not smoke a stick of cigarette, and that allowed me the time to actually remove all the nicotine from my body, and after that I just took one day at a time. I just dealt with the nicotine addiction one day at a time. Now the important thing that I want to say, I want to and to bring about right now, that if you have the time, please do search on this tobacco company. They had a settlement with the U.S. government, the 46 states in the U.S. The big tobacco company reached what we call the Tobacco Master Settlement Agreement in November of 1998, and in that agreement, the big tobacco companies they had to pay they had to pay 206 billion, almost 206 minimum of 206 billion US dollars over a 25-year period, and two, they have to pay in perpetuity various annual payments to the states for the compensation of the medical cost of caring for the tobacco users, that means the smoker related illnesses. I urge you to get more information on this, because we have come to a point whereby we understand that tobacco usage is a preventable cause of death, and that the other thing that I would like you to highlight to you is that the picture warnings on a cigarette pack works, right? The advertisement banning lowers the consumption, all right? And Texas really discourage tobacco use, and after the Tobacco Master Settlement Agreement, right, tobacco companies were greatly disabled from targeting on the youth for smoking. So I really wish that you'll be armed with more information to deal with this issue that is facing us. Thank you.